Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Mark Consuelos' freaky mix-up with Al Roker. A hilarious moment of trust and laughter on Live with Kelly and Mark. For the most part, Mark Consuelos comes across as the calm and easygoing counterpart to his dynamic wife, Kelly Ripa, on their morning talk show, Live with Kelly and Mark. With their witty banter and lighthearted energy, the pair has won over millions of viewers. However, even in the most lighthearted of households, there can still be moments of confusion, miscommunication, and, in this case, a freaky mix-up that left Mark questioning everything. The unexpected text message glitch. It all started on a Tuesday, February 3, episode of Live with Kelly and Mark, when Mark recounted an amusing moment that involved none other than the Today Show's beloved weatherman, Al Roker. Early on in Mark and Kelly's relationship, they experienced a very strange issue with their phones. According to Mark, their phone carrier, both of them using the same network, would occasionally glitch and swap their text messages. This odd malfunction led to a hilarious, albeit alarming, incident that almost got Mark into hot water with his wife. As Mark explained it, the glitch caused one of Al Roker's friendly messages to show up on his phone at the worst possible time. Mark was lounging in the living room, casually scrolling through his messages when one popped up on his screen. The text, which read, "Hey sweetie, when can we have dinner? Love Al," made Mark's heart skip a beat. In that moment, the mix-up felt very real and confusing. It wasn't just that Al Roker was texting his wife, but the "hey sweetie" part, an affectionate tone that sounded far too personal to Mark's ears. In his mind, there was no other explanation. This was a serious breach of marital trust. He immediately felt a spike of distrust. Mark didn't hold back his emotions, recounting how the moment escalated. "She gets back into bed," Mark said, looking back on the moment with a chuckle. "I go, who the blank is Al?" In that split second, Mark's reaction was genuine, filled with the kind of incredulity that only comes from a misunderstanding of this magnitude. Kelly Ripa's quick and witty defense. For those who have spent any amount of time watching Live with Kelly and Mark, it's no surprise that Kelly quickly responded with her usual wit and charm. As any wife would, Kelly wasted no time in clearing up the confusion and putting her husband's mind at ease. Kelly laughed at Mark's reaction, knowing how ridiculous the situation was in hindsight. "Al Roker, our new best friend," Kelly exclaimed, easing the tension. Mark, upon hearing the explanation, quickly backdoled, laughing at himself. "Of course, Al, of course," he said, realizing the misunderstanding. The couple found the entire situation hilarious once they had cleared up the confusion, but at the time, Mark had to admit that he wasn't quite as amused. While Kelly reassured Mark that there was nothing more to the text than a casual dinner invitation from a longtime friend, the glitch and the strange timing of the text left Mark feeling uneasy for a brief moment. As Kelly fondly remembered the incident, she admitted that she hadn't expected such a strong reaction from Mark, but found it hilarious once it was all sorted out. The funny side of the situation. Despite the moment of tension, the couple was able to laugh about the freaky mix-up and move on. They both acknowledged that while things had gotten a bit intense in the heat of the moment, there were no hard feelings. In fact, they both chuckled as they recalled how ridiculous the situation seemed in retrospect. After the mix-up was cleared up, the pair joked about the dinner invitation from Al. Mark even humorously noted that he had never gotten a text like that from Al himself and didn't anticipate one anytime soon. Kelly, ever the quick-witted partner, made light of the situation, suggesting that perhaps it could have been a couple's date on the horizon. They both smiled and laughed at the thought of a friendly gathering with Al Roker and his wife, Deborah Roberts. The banter between Mark and Kelly during the segment helped lighten the mood, and they found a way to turn the awkward moment into a running joke. Later in the show, Mark teased Kelly about how she would have to face the idea of having dinner with their good friend Al Roker, even playfully suggesting that it could be a double date of sorts. Of course, Kelly rolled with it, laughing and adding her own quip, which is what made the entire exchange so enjoyable for the viewers. The Al Roker connection, a personal touch. The connection between Mark, Kelly, and Al Roker is one that goes beyond just TV appearances. For years, Al has been a staple of the Today Show family, known not only for his weather reports, but also for his friendly demeanor and good-natured personality. He has become an honorary member of many people's households, including the Consuelos family. Mark and Kelly have had the chance to collaborate with Al and Deborah Roberts on several occasions, building a strong bond over time. In fact, Kelly and Al share a particular camaraderie, one that was made all the more evident when Kelly casually mentioned, "He's my lover," during the segment. This tongue-in-cheek remark drew laughter from the audience and from Mark, who added, "I condone that," showing that he didn't mind the playful banter between his wife and Al. After all, Al was a friend, and as he had already learned, there was nothing suspicious about the friendly dinner invitation that had once set off alarm bells in his mind. A marriage built on humor and trust. As funny as the mix-up was, it also served as a reminder of how strong Mark and Kelly's marriage is. Despite the occasional moments of misunderstanding, their bond is rooted in trust, humor, and mutual respect. Even though Mark's initial reaction to the text message was anything but easygoing, it didn't take long for Kelly to reassure him, and for the two of them to laugh about the incident together. Mark and Kelly's relationship is built on their ability to support and uplift each other, whether it's on their morning show or in their personal lives. Their openness, humor, and quickness to laugh at themselves have made them one of television's most beloved couples. And though there may be occasional miscommunications or funny mix-ups, it's clear that their foundation of trust and love will always win out. The laughter continues. The rest of the segment featured more laughs as the couple reminisced about their time together and even joked about Mark's brief foray into weather reporting. Mark had once filled in as a weatherman, trying his hand at Al's role, and Kelly couldn't resist poking fun at her husband's mishap when he had accidentally used Al's famous sign-off from Asterisk, the Today Show Asterisk, during his own weather segment. As the conversation wound down, Mark and Kelly seemed to be in high spirits, a testament to their ability to weather even the strangest of situations. They both agreed that despite the odd moment, they were happy to continue their journey together, both on Asterisk Live with Kelly and Mark Asterisk and in their personal lives. The freaky mix-up with Al Roker had turned into yet another funny story that would no doubt be shared with their audience for years to come. Conclusion: trust, laughter, and friendship. In the end, the strange text message mix-up between Mark Consuelos and Al Roker was just another hilarious chapter in the long-running story of Mark and Kelly's relationship. The lightheartedness with which the couple handled the situation not only reflected their strong bond, but also reminded viewers of the importance of communication, trust, and humor in a marriage. As they continue to entertain their audience on Live with Kelly and Mark, it's clear that this dynamic duo will never run out of funny and heartwarming stories to share. Whether it's a freaky mix-up or a loving jab at one another, Mark and Kelly's marriage is built on a foundation of laughter and mutual support, and it's a recipe that's sure to keep them smiling for years to come.